Okay, so Victoria, why don't you share first how you and Chris met?
Well, me and Chris are high school sweethearts. So we met back our freshman year, dated up into senior year, and then we were separated for about 2 years almost, and recently got back together about a year ago.
Then tell me what happened that brought you to Verity.
We found out about 2 months after I lived with him or no, it was about 4 months after I lived with him, that I had become pregnant. So we came to Verity to make sure it was real.
When you came to Verity, what was in your head?
When I came to Verity, I was very nervous. I didn't think having a baby at this time was appropriate. And knowing who my husband was then, before we were married, he was not the type you keep down very long. So I was more nervous it wouldn't work out.
And how did he feel about the possibility of being a dad?
He was very against it. It was to the point where there was no other choice except for abortion. His response to you guys' face was, I don't want it. I'm not ready to be a father. I'm only 19. I'm not ready.
If I remember correctly, you didn't even want an ultrasound.
Yeah, he didn't want to see the baby. He just wanted it gone. We went one time, and the doctor, my credit card wouldn't work, my debit card wouldn't work to give them the money for the appointment, so we had to leave. Went back. We were determined. Went back, and the doctor was out of town that time. That was a joy. Went back, the car broke down. Went back, money issues again. The same day we had those money issues and couldn't go into the appointment. We had an appointment set for the week after. We went into the ER for excessive issues, and when we got there, they were forced to do an ultrasound. And Chris, loving me, wanted to make sure I was okay, so went in with me, even though he didn't want to. And that's where he saw the baby for the first time.
So describe for me that moment when you saw something change in him.
That was that was where I knew we weren't gonna lose this baby. And Chris's face was different than I've ever seen it in a whole extent. It was a brand new feeling that I've never seen in his eyes before. He looked like he had something he was scared of losing, but at the same time didn't want. He was nervous and even said too out loud, with the nurse not knowing what was going on, I don't think I can do this. The nurse said, oh yes you can. Fatherhood's hard, but he'll be worth it. He'll be the one thing you love the most. And he said that's what he was scared of. And so the nurse left and we spoke about it, and we chose to keep him alive. One of the best things anyone could ever do is to pray to keep children alive. Because without my son, I don't know where I'd be. We got married. Recently, last month we got married, so we have decided to make a family a real thing. Because a lot of kids our age think, I'm only 19. There's no reason I should be getting married. Yeah, I made a mistake. If it was a mistake, you shouldn't have thought to do it in the first place. That's where a lot of people are wrong. If you think someone's enough for you to create the act of making a child, then they should be worth your whole life. Verity verified my son's life. You know, you guys were there for us, and you told us even if you choose to keep him, and it's hard. We're here. We're here for you guys, and we'll help as much as we can. You guys really have. And that means a lot, because I know plenty of people who are less fortunate than me and my husband. And even then, you've helped some of my friends. And that means a lot to me, because those girls are lost. But you help them find a way.